Welcome to the channel, my beautiful channel. If you believe that, believe anything, but welcome to the channel. Yes, this is Colette Ray Bailey. I also do lives on Facebook, which I, to be fair, really prefer. I love a chat. You know, all you lot can do is look at me and think, what a weirdo. Where they normally tell me, maybe that's better. But anyway, I'm going to do a little, I say a little quickie. I'm going to use this one by Stacey Marie, the Carnival palette. I love the colours in here. I must admit, I've killed one colour, and that one is that colour. Yeah, I've killed it. Yeah, pan. I hit pan. So I've done all the brows. I've done the foundation at the top. The foundation I used at the top is my Tarte Shape Tape. I like it to go in with the colour of my skin. And then I've gone very light. I used a close-up to cut my brows. Then I used the... So I'm trying to be really quiet because of how noisy I am. I used the P. Louise, obviously, to do the front of it. All you do is leave it, let it get tacky, and your eyeshadows will work amazingly. And I'm just going to do one eye for you and then go and do that eye off camera, because it just editing is in itself an acquired taste. If you like it, that's great, but I don't, so I try and cut as much out as I possibly can. I'll be right back with the brushes that I'm going to need. I'm going to show you each one and what they do. Okay, guys? Love you so much. So, first brush I'm going to use is my Morphe 113 brush. Do not know what's on the end of that. Broken. It's broken. That means I've slammed it down too hard. And I've gripped onto the liqueur. Just there. So I just dropped the plastic. Gosh, why? So basically what I'm going to do, get rid of that. Start with, this is by the way, Real Techniques one. It's a buffing out brush for concealer, and when you conceal on your eyes, it's a really good brush to buff out the concealer. You see them lines? They're going to look so nasty in the eyeshadow. Please buff them out. So yeah, we're just going to go straight in on this, and I'm pressing the colour liqueur into the icicles, bringing it up. So it is amazing colour. There's no doubt in the world. What I'm dealing with here is an amazing palette. I'm going to be true. It'll be a palette, do you know, that you'd want to get again? Yeah, this would be the palette that I will get again, my loves. So nice. But you know, I love it. I love this palette so much. I haven't actually used this palette for a little while. Doing a lot of lives, you tend to use a lot of new stuff, you know, that like you get sent you, or so I do a lot of lives on a lot of stuff that's so recent, but you've like put these palettes at the back and you forget. So why not? Why the hell not do a YouTube one with it? Because it feels like forever. This colour is like a berry colour. And now we're going to brush it out, by the way. And I am using this one, and it's a Sigma, and it's the E45. And with the next colour, it's called Wifey. It's not as bright as that one, which is called Funky, but it is got quite a similar colour to it. It's more of a kind of pink rather than the red side, like so. And then I'm just gonna press this in. I find this so much easier at the moment doing my eyeshadows like this, where I'm not so much blending, I'm more pressing it at first to get the colour in. So I'm coming round, pressing in the colour. You would not, with this way of doing it, lose the colour inside, but you will get a really good blend. your first colour, which I used as my transition colour. And this is my second colour, Step Up colour. It's very pinkish, so you won't lose any of the colour by pressing or doing it this way. I think it's such a beautiful colour as well. Right, once you get the colour in, and then this is the chance to kind of blend and merge the two together as much as physically and mentally possible with this Sigma brush, which its bristles are a tiny bit more like, not hard, but a little harsher than a more blending brush. It's more of a crease brush, this one, so it's really good idea to blend these two colours together. All you want to see is kind of see them transition together. I'm going to work really hard on that for a few minutes and I'll be straight back to you. Hi, yeah, so we're going into this Foolish, and as you can see, I've just started just pressing it in. It's called Foolish, so I've used not that one, and this one at the end here. So all these colours go really lovely together. And I've got a kind of brick red to put on the front, which I'll show you. It is a pigment now, but I'm going to show you the pressicalness of this in, so you can see the three colours are merged together. It's called Foolish. Well, a really cool word, but I don't know how. I wonder how she named all these names. I mean, it must be how she feels about people. Foolish. What's one of the other ones? Wifey. I get that. Every girl has a wifey, yeah? Every girl friend deserves a wifey. Have you got one? Yes, I have. Simple as. Right, so I'm going to press it. As you can see, these three colours are blending in. Really beautiful, and honest to God, it's such an easy process. I am slowly. I think the hardest part would be the actual the dark transition. So even with that, I have some left on this brush. I'm still gonna pressing this in like so, still processing the colour in so we do not lose it. And then I'm going to go back in with the pinkish wifey and go and oh shoot, that was too far in, you get me. We can rub that off, that's not a problem. Well, not rub, but you know when the second colour goes in, the colour that's supposed to be there, like with this brush. That was so close. Got rid of it. Right, so we're pressing this colour in between them two colours and bringing it. I've found this technique within the last month and I'm loving it. And I'm glad on here that I'm showing you, because I've not really showed it on my live so much. I've been kind of working with it. You know, this like crazy little pressing that I do. I love it. I kind of only worked it out for myself. Right, so once you've done all that, I'm just going to tidy all this up a little bit because I probably exposed too much down here, which I will clean anyway, but yeah. To me, I'm very happy with that. Just go back in there. It's really pretty. So I'll be on the other eye and then we'll get back and put the brick on and we'll finish the icicles. Are you crazy? Right, so we're using P. Louise again. Now the whole eye is all blended in to 3 different colours. I'm going to slightly go over with a brush of this kind. This I got from Amazon, believe it or not. They literally come in a set of, I think there's about 12, and I use them for my art parts. Do you know, when I do my Disney and stuff like that? So that's kind of where they came from, the ones on the floor as well. So I'm just going to slightly click into this. I'm not going to make this mega neat. I don't want to. That is one thing for sure I don't want to do. But I am going to bring it to, you know, about here. Like so. I want it to be wet, you see, so I can get the pigment on here. So I'm going to now press this into the eye, like so. Make it into it like so. You don't need it to be neat. And then with another brush, and these literally was the cheapest brushes in the world from Amazon. Oh, actually, let's use my dough colour one. These are a dough colour brush. Half Coast for dough colour Cocoa. If anybody's watching it and they're interested in getting the dough colour brushes, there is Cocoa. And I'm pressing this pigment, which I will show you afterwards, guys, because I'm actually using it. So I'll show you what it is. It is a Lick and Lash pigment, and it's like a red, vibrant, I want to say brick, but it's further than that. It's like a very red, vibrant colour. I really love it, and I think it's going to go really well with this. Just, you know, literally over the top of the concealer, pressing it on, because it will stick to that. This pigment will stick to that kind of thing. And then I want to kind of really pick some more up and press my eye back like so, going like this. Look at that, I've got some fallout. Of course it is a pigment, a loose pigment, you know. There's no getting away from that. So I'm going to press this all in. I'm going to kind of push it, because that belongs kind of with that. I'm going to tidy it anyway underneath again. Look how beautiful that is. That looks so nice against the pink. So I'm going to do the other eye, then we'll get back to you soon, boo-boos. Hi, y'all. We've done all that now. I've tied it underneath. I'm going to basically put a wing in. I'm going to use this Mega Liner from Wet n Wild. I do like Wet n Wild because the pigment of the blackness is really intense. I tend to really love that. So I'm going to steady my hand on here, like this. And we're just going to do I always start coming upwards in a... Always rest my little finger everywhere. Seems to be the key to keeping your hand as steady as possible when you're doing such things like this. So yeah, it's intensely black, hence why I love it so much. But also, I like the little brush on it. I've got a lot of control with it. Going that way a little bit, because that's where it's going to give me a guideline. Coming back onwards. So we're going to go up here now. So like so. And my first line. And then I'm going to come down and over. So then it's just a point of tidying it up. Let's try and see we get this perfect, sorry. And literally going inside and filling in the stuff that we haven't got done. Okay, like so. Really happy with that. Just checking that everything else is straight. I'm really happy with that wing. And then we're going to stick some eyelashes on. What I thought, these are really nice. These are from Lick and Lash. These are the 2.5 millimeters 5D lashes. Right, I have used all three of these, and the ones, my favorite tend to be this ones, because they're big but they're not over the top for this look. So I'm going to use them. I'm going to take them off, and they've all been cut down to how I want them anyway. So I'm sure I used the ones in the middle. Yeah, I'm definitely sure I did. So basically you need to check that they're both the size they are. You don't need to cut. Well, I'm just looking at that bit. That might need a cut. Let's have a look. See how wide that is. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to put the glue on. I used the duo glue I showed you in my last video I did. I'm just going to go quickly over these and then leave them to, you know, do their little thing. And I'm going to do this one as well. Oh no, I best not, because I'm going to do that off camera. But like, yeah, I'm going to let them kind of dry down. I use these types. I really love them. So I went into some earlier. So, and then I clip them on that way. So before that, I'm going to use the Volumizing from Revlon mascara and just quickly mascara these lashes. Okay, ladies and gents. Really, really love this eye look. It's so different to anything I've done for a while. For a little heartbeat, and then I think the next one I do when I come back off my holiday will be a natural one after obviously holiday videos. Yeah, a natural one. So I'm going to kind of vlog but do it in sections so I can upload while I'm away. That's my plan anyway. Just going to go right underneath there, so that's perfect. And then we'll put this lash on, which should be ready to go on, and then I'll go off camera and do the rest and then go and conceal it under the eye. So we're going to put this on, literally let go. Look how beautiful these are. These are so dramatic and I love them. They're so me. So into dramatic eyelashes, I really am. So that's on, ladies and gents. I'm going to push it against my eyelid so you know it's definitely on. These are dramatic. So's the eye. Why the hell not? So after I've done this, I'm going to do that eye and I'm going to do it underneath, conceal, so we can finish off the eye. Okay, be back with you soon. Okay, so we've done all the eyes off. Basically, what I did at the bottom and in the corner with these colours, basically the same colours. So this one here and the one over here, the liquor, and the one that's called wifey, we blended underneath. And in the corner is this one, and it's called Pink Me. And it's that one. And we've done the same just above the top. I will show you the colour, as it is so beautiful. And it's like, let me show you. It's beautiful. So pretty. So that's basically what I did with the rest of the eye. Just put a little bit of this Revlon Volumizing under the eyelashes, which I put on again before I take pictures, because it dries beautifully and it's got something to grab hold of. Done it for as long as I can remember that. Right, so my next thing is I'm going to put my foundation. I'm going to cover myself with the Elf, and when I say cover, I literally am going to use this in the T-zone, but I do mix it everywhere. This one's got a slight, this is Elf Illuminating Face Primer. It's got a slight tint of glow in it, which is lovely. It's what you want on them summer evenings. So yeah, I really, really like this one. I'm going to be honest, as a drugstore primer as well. Really pretty. So next, after what I do then, is my foundation. Now I'm going to do half the face, the other half I'm going to do off camera and get back to you. This is my Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty Beauty Foundation. I'm going to put this on and start blending it in with just a brush. I'm going to use the Jealousy brush, Jealousy one. It's a foundation one. I'm going to start here for the simple fact I know it suits my colouring, but really, unless you know a foundation suits you, start always at the chin, between the chin and neck, so that suits that. As I will show you now, show you how much this one goes so well with my tone, my skin tone. I love it. It's a perfect foundation, perfect shade. I proper like it. Like the daub on it. Like, I love how it dispenses onto my face. Yeah, I love this one. And it goes on so well. And yeah, because I've got combination skin, I always use a foundation that is, what do we call it? Oh God, why can't you think of words? They're just words. But yeah, a foundation that is, I bet it says on here matte. So yeah, I prefer matte foundation because I've got slightly oily skin and slightly dry. So this is really nice, and it really is matte, and it really, I just want to show you the difference. It's just perfect. I just love it so much. Right, I'm going to do the rest off camera and then I will be back. So that's the foundation. Just going to do the concealer. I'm going to use my close-up concealer, which is a lot like the Tarte Shape, I'll be honest. Don't sue me for saying that, but that is how I feel about this one. It's so cool. It is red. I'm going to do half like the other half and show you, and you know, going to do a bit of it, and then the other half I'll do off camera. There's no point in seeing both halves. It's really spun. It makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to use this one. This is the Real Technique. Has it got a buffing brush? Buffing brush. It's really good at buffing in the concealer. I get it under the eyelash, so it gives it plenty of coverage. So, like so, buffing this side here like that. So it's so easy done. And then under here, I'm just gonna buff it in, and it buffers out beautifully. But not only that, if you give it a little bit of time to dry, it will go a little bit better for you. I know you'll get a better coverage. So that's us all done. I will go off camera, do the rest, and then we'll go to the powder parts. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I've got my powders. I've got the Milani press powder. I'm going to press that where all the parts that I've not concealed. So I'm going to use this big brush. The bits I've not concealed are there, above the head, and that side. I'm very, very careful about doing anything too heavy on my head. So yeah, that's all you'll kind of get from me. So there again, coming upwards, look, because they're parts we didn't conceal. So around here, side of the nose. Okay, so the other part is with this beautiful company I'm with as well. It's called Ferrero, and I have a code with them. I do believe it's Colette 15. Amazing stuff. I think it's about £6, and I'm telling you now, it's amazing. The place is going to do really well. I think the prices would definitely go up in time, but for the packaging, I think that's the reason it's so, because it's not the, they've not shortened on the actual price of the stuff, because it's really good. I love it. And trust, I've used it a lot in my time, and I'm really impressed with this. And no, I'm not one of them girls who'd say yes to everything. I really, if I like something, I really will talk about it a lot. I think they deserve a shout over my YouTube, because they're amazing. I'm impressed. Really impressed. So that's that. All done. All my powders are done. I'm really happy with that. So what I want to do after that is spray myself, and I'm going to spray myself with my Gerard Slay All Day. I really love this to get rid of all the powders, like so. So you will literally see that melt into my skin. And I'm going to let this dry off, and then I'll come back with the rest of the stuff. Right, this is the Butter Bronzer. I love this buttery bronzer. I'm just going to quickly go in over this part here, the cheek. This is our cheek. Oh, I love it. It's the most beautifulest colour in the world. And smells like coconut. If you don't like coconut, then it's not for you. But if you do, you want to smother yourself in this. Hence why we love doing our bronzer. So this would be a bronzer. If you love the smell, you'd put loads on. I love it. I'm just going to make sure. Right, so we're at contour now. I'm going to use this as my contour brush, though it's not always ideal, but because I've got a quite precise way of contouring, I've just pushed it onto the brush. This is a Rimmel Katie contour. Just going to go a little bit underneath. Both sides. Get a nice contour. If you want a more precise one, use a stiffer kind of brush, you know, and then really go in on it. I'm not kind of looking for that type of contour, so I'm just going to do it very lightly on the nose. Right. Really lovely, lovely. I'm going to come straight back to you, and we'll be doing the highlight and lips. Really quickly use the Lick and Lash and the blusher in here. I have a code for Lick and Lash, and it's capital letters Colette 10. If you're interested in any of their products and want to get 10% off, I've just used that one in the corner. I really love Lick and Lash. Maze Balls Place. Doing very well for herself. Also, this is the Revolution liquid highlight. So I'm going to take some of it out and place it onto my hands for this purpose. I'm going to tap. Hold on a minute, let me just get a good tapping motion. Just across the top of here.